parents, we are about to talk about teen pregnancy prevention. So if you're not comfortable with your kids listening, now is the time to escort them out the room.
It's about to get real.
Because it's
just
about
a,
to get
just
real.
a
Let's
little
give
warning
them a little bit of a pause there to get them out of the room.
Okay. So it's prom and graduation season, and some young adults might be thinking about having sex for the first time, and it's an important conversation to have, even though it might be a little bit uncomfortable or you don't want to think about it. You got to have it, so you got to make sure that they're being safe. So here to share what options teens have is Dr. Wendy McDonald.
Hi.
Thanks for coming back and chatting with us.
Yay.
So we have to talk about IUDs. There's a lot of options. I know these are getting really popular.
They are.
Are they safe for teens?
They are. They're actually the most effective birth control method for teens. A lot of people used to be really concerned about giving them to people who've never had kids before because they were concerned that they would prevent pregnancy like in the future, but they don't, and they really are super effective for people, especially young adults who do not have the best habits when it comes to taking a pill every day or changing out their birth control more frequently.
Yeah, and there are some risks though with them, right?
There's always some risk to any birth control. With IUDs, you do worry a little bit about it coming out of the uterus or migrating through the uterus. Also, you have to expect some irregular bleeding at the beginning, but there's not really, large risks. Those risks are less than 1% of it moving out of the uterus.
So even with birth control, obviously you still need to utilize condoms.
Absolutely, because they are not STD prevention or STI prevention. This is only pregnancy prevention, but it's over 99% effective in that space.
That's good. What about the HPV vaccine like Gardasil?
So it's a really important conversation even in the midst of this because HPV is so common and it can affect boys and girls, men and women. So having that vaccination, in your system is really important to prevent cervical cancer, pre-cancer, all of those things in the future.
So would you
and
recommend that
warts.
for basically every teenager?
Every teenager from the ages of 9 all the way to the age of 45 for men and women.
For men and women. Because I think we always thought it was just girls that could get it, right?
Right, no, it's both.
Guys can too.
Very interesting. Just coming off the heels of having the birds and the bees conversation with my son, I feel like I need to re-up and have the conversation about, him having sex and when that time comes. Now, I kind of led to a little bit of that, but when should parents be on red alert that sexual activity may be going on?
I think a lot of it depends on what your kid's screen time is and what they're doing when they're on those devices, how their friends kind of behave and talk. I mean, a lot of people don't think that their children are active, and they are. At least I see that. So I think having the conversation at any point is important, but be aware of what your kids' habits are and what they're seeing, and then just be on the forefront of it, even if you don't think that they're active.
It's important to know that it's a different era. Like when we were coming up, we didn't have the internet. We maybe found our family members' dirty magazines, and that's how you stumbled upon it.
You can get it everywhere.
These kids can find anything, everywhere, anytime.
Yeah. Any other takeaways? Anything else you want to tell our audience about teen pregnancy prevention?
Well, we got some props here.
We do.
Can you tell us about these?
We have the rod here, which is the implant that's in the arm. It lasts for 3 years, and it actually goes in whatever your non-dominant arm is. And then the IUDs that are really small, but they are super effective and usually very easy to place and remove. And there are a lot of healthcare providers that will place them. A lot of insurance companies will cover them completely. A lot of people don't have an out-of-pocket cost for them. So it's definitely worth a conversation.
Is there downtime after you get an IUD? Do you have to take a day off of work or school?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Carly's just looking for a day off.
Cramping is to be expected. Having like Tylenol, ibuprofen on board will help, but that's about it.
Cool. You can follow Dr. Wendy and read some of her latest blog posts on her site, dreverywoman.com.
There's the mic.
There we go. And if you have a health question you want to ask Dr. Wendy, be sure to message us right now on social media. She's going to be coming back, so she'll answer them in the future. Dr. Wendy, we can't let you leave without singing a song.
I was going to say, she better be singing here.
What are you performing today?
Cue the music. I'm going to be Cardi B and Bruno Mars, apparently. A little conversation, patient and doctor. This is the patient. But I'm so scared. Isn't it bad? Heard that it's hard to put in. Hey, let me set it straight. Cramping with placement, but it goes away. Just discomfort right now. Trust me that it's worthwhile. Birth control said Gura, 99th percentile. I think I like it. I think I might as well try a lark because I don't want one surprise. The doctor's got your options so you won't get pregnant. IUDs, baby, or an implant in your arm. See, lady, you don't ever have to worry, lady. Don't want to hear you say, babe. Don't want to hear you say, baby. That's what I'm not Bruno. Not Bruno.
That was amazing.